Today we are at Naga Cave hiking area. It's quite a mountain. I didn't film at the very beginning. Things got a little rushed. And there's our tour guide and Jip. But if you're adverse to stairs, this is not the place to come. But if you're into a good hike, we're probably less than a quarter of the way up and we've done close to 500 steps already. So I'm going to shut this down and continue the climb. We're finally off of the stairs and now we're on a more normal looking trail. We asked our guide how many steps and she did not know. She said she's never counted them. But now we're on more of a forest trek. Nice and quiet. We left the hotel at 6 a.m. this morning. Big tooth. Tail. Cop. Big snake. I think tooth from shark. You know shark? Shark. Tooth. So we're going to continue up this until there's something else film-worthy. This is one of the waypoints, and I think our ultimate destination is up at the top, up there. So I'm going to estimate we're 2/3 of the way up. We got up early, about 6 a.m. Did I say that already? I may have. I'm getting old. But after a brief respite, we'll continue on up. Oh, okay. This one's called the Mushroom Stone, and she's telling me it's better looking up ahead. Oh, I can see why they call it the Mushroom Stone. Can walk there? We go this way. For a picture here. And we're coming up to a reasonable part of the walk now. Well, I say that, there's another set of stairs. I thought it went straight ahead. I was wrong. So we'll take in the view here for a moment. Some of the cliffs. I'm going to zoom out. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Have chin here. Because where I thought was leveling out, I was wrong. So we'll head up. While I'm breathing like locomotive breath, we're up here on that first set of stairs you saw, a little bit higher up in the cliffs. But we are nowhere near the top. There's a ways to go yet. But it's a pretty walk. Climb continues. Up and up and up. So that's where we're heading. And we're at the top of that staircase I just showed you. You can walk through that crack and take photos, but I'm a little bit too portly. But it's definitely worth the hike. And we continue upwards and onwards. You can go. Is that okay? Go ahead. Cut. And we approach the top. I believe that's the peak. we've got this view. It's a pretty decent day. A little overcast, a little bit of humidity haze. But if you like hiking and you like views, this is well worth the visit. And we'll head up. Rather than listen to me huff and puff, I'll start again at the top. And we're up here at a viewpoint. There are a few more stairs, but for the most part we've reached the highest point. It's quite a view. $100 kilometers ลาว No, no way. Chai, over there, I know. That's why. 100 kilometers to Laos from up here. Laos for the U.S. guys. It's called Lao here. There's the lake. Yesterday we have a restaurant, remember? No. No? Oh, over there. Different lake. Okay. Ah, yes. Our hotel is down in that cluster off the tip of the lake over there. And we stopped at a nice little fish restaurant about 1 kilometer up the opposite shoreline. It was pretty nice. Yeah, the sun's coming out, the humidity's coming up, and the haze is getting thicker, but that's fairly normal. Okay. And this time I think we're really at the top. For sure this time. At least this part of the range. We passed a 650 meter marker post quite a ways back. So we've got to be 700 meters up here at least. And these guys, there's several of them who have been walking with the group. Evidently they do this every day. Amazing that a dog will go up and down that many stairs over and over. Looks a lot like a snake skin. And this is where the place gets its name. Snakehead and Snakehead Cave. And I probably should have taken a pause before I started videoing. This is off the other side of the peak. We were well off to the right when I videoed last. And once again, I've lied to you. There's more to go. It sure looked like the top a minute ago, but it's not much. Probably another 75 feet up. The guide is bringing us down here. Okay, I'll get a video of this. You can pause the video and read it at your leisure. All of the officialdom. And there's the hiking trail layout. There's quite a few trails up here. You can spend the entire day. The entire trail, 4,500 meters. Not suitable for children, it says, or those who are elderly. Guess I don't belong here. Okay, until there's something else, I'll pause it here. Now we're inside of the crevice in between the snakehead. Oh, it's nice and cool down in here. And it all looks like snake skin. So, no pass that way, we go this way. Chamai? Oi, nice. Many passages in here. But you're supposed to stay on the main trail because some knucklehead came in here, or a group of knuckleheads. And I should slow down because the light's dim. We don't want it to be all pixelated. AIS just told me that we have no connection in here. No kidding. Anyway, as I was saying, easy for me to say, as I was saying, some people came in here a few years ago and carved their initials and names and spray painted. And this place was closed for a number of years while they did restoration work. Fortunately, it's open again. But you're not supposed to touch anything because the salt on your hand will have an effect on the weathering of the rock. And the girls are over here picture taking. Maybe I should zoom out. There we go. Oh, turn slowly, turn slowly. Let's not make everyone seasick. I'm gonna go this way because there's a group of people over there to the right. Oh, they're coming around. And I believe that's a no entry point up there. Oh, there's a little shrine here. I'll be quiet. We'll go back to a zoom factor of 1. I sure am glad we came up here and made this hike today. Interesting point that I've never seen in any of the national parks. You can buy your entrance ticket. Because of my age, I actually got in free. Well, over 65 is free, and I'm well over that. Although somebody came up here, she said, Gausip Psalm last year? Puchai come? Gausip Psalm? Gausip Psalm. Somebody 93 came up here. So if you're in shape, you can do it. Yeah. Here. Okay, let me shut off the camera. We're going to make a donation. As I started to say earlier, first time I've come into a national park, and when you pay your entry fee, you can buy accident insurance because there's a lot of places you can slip and fall and get hurt, especially if it was raining up here. And when we go over by the waterfall, the rocks are pretty slippery, and it's extremely cheap. For me, it's like $2. And for her, it was like 75 cents to buy accident insurance. It'll cover anything that happens in the park, which I thought was a great idea. And now we're starting up the actual snake head, I believe. Skin check up on video. Big snake. It's quite a pattern in the rocks. Oh, that's a nice breeze. I hope the microphones are dealing with it. But it feels good. Our crew. Oh, I should ask. She care if we put YouTube, her face? Ask her, okay, her face YouTube, or I need block. I put YouTube. YouTube, okay for you? Okay. Some people say my. Yeah, I know you always my. I believe this young lady does this every day, taking people up here. She'd probably hike most of us into the ground. Viewpoint. Cop. Ah, view of the lake.
ถ้าเราไปตัวเจดีย์ตรงนู้นเราจะเห็นฝั่งลาวค่ะพี่เจดีย์สีทองนู้นนั่งได้เหรอได้มันมีสเต็ปอีกใช่ไหมมันมีสเต็ปหนึ่งครับ
Fantastic view. Look at the rock formations over here. I'm waiting for them to finish taking pictures. I'll get. Oh.
คุณพี่มีปากกาไหมขอลายเซ็นหน่อยดาราขอลายเซ็นอ้ำบุญแล้ว
Pretty sheer drop. You wouldn't want to make a misstep or drop your phone. Remember we see cabin down here? You see? Shaped like A, letter A. You see? You remember? Chamai? Yeah, we passed these cabins down here on the way up. Here's what I'm talking about to hers when we came up here. Go back to zoom level 1 here. Here we go. Ah! There's the little temple at the top. Chop. And I believe we're going to walk over there, shall we? Cup. Okay. Picture. Picture. I can do. And we're at another viewpoint up here. She's decided she does want to be in the video this time. Usually she says no. Today, happy. Okay. We're up here on the flat surface and there's a helicopter pad should there be an emergency, and there's a chadai up on the top, which is our final destination, I believe. Oh, there's another one over there.
เราเนี่ยแหละใช่ค่ะ
I don't know if we're going to that one as well. But
จำไม่ได้
it's nice to see that they've thought about emergencies up here.
ใช่เคยกับนี่ลืมไง
And I hope the wind is not overpowering the microphones.
อยู่นี่
But, we'll find out when we come to edit this, I guess. Here's one of 3 Jedi that are up here on the mountain peaks. And again, these dogs come all the way up the trail, up the stairs. It's quite a hike for them. This is one of these spots that you're glad you came to. It's worth the effort. Although I could do with a little less sunshine right now. We did put on sunscreen, but I think I've sweated most of it off at this point. Whoa, look at this.
โน่นพี่น้ำโขงฝั่งลาวจะเป็นภูฟ้า
Look at this view.
ทำแบบนี้ให้นะค่ะ
Holy
เมื่อก่อน
cow.
เราก็จะมีคนที่ว่าออกไปนั่งยื่นขาข้างนอกมันอันตรายอ่ะมันต้องมีคนตกมั่งหรอวะก็คือค่าตกก็คือพวกหนูตกงานเลย
Fantastic.
คือต้องปิดไม่ให้ใครขึ้นนะเพราะว่ามันเนาะค่ะมีพี่คนที่พูด
But there is definitely nothingness
ที่ไม่ฟังเราก็ไม่
over the edge here. In fact, you can see it's sheer drop. The lake, Chai. Oh, Puta, yeah, over there. Chai. The place that we went to yesterday, Puta, is right over there. You can see the promontory. To give you a sense of relationship where the blue lake turns into white, that transition point looks straight ahead. And that's where we were on the cliff faces yesterday. Mekong?
แม่โค้ง
Mekong, Chai. Okay, you see the river over there. That's the Mekong, and the mountains on the other side of the river are in Laos.
อยู่ในเขต
Hey, buddy. Hi.
อันนี้คือเขตนครพนมใช่ไหมตรงนี้ไม่ใช่กับบึงกาฬอ๋อบึงกาฬอ๋อที่เรามาโขงหลงใช่ค่ะโขงหลง
Oh. Brave dog. When you got 4-wheel drive, I guess it's not a problem. In my younger days, I'd have sat on the edge and hung my legs over. Guess I'm just not as well balanced as I used to be. That is where we just came from. And this is the second one. The mountains in the distance are Laos. We're right on the border. The Mekong River is the border between Thailand and Laos. And I hope, again, the wind isn't affecting the microphone too badly. It's probably covering up my locomotive breath. That little climb we just did was 141 steps. Or as they say in Thai, "Nung roi si sip et." That little jump to less zoom is because the camera resets to a zoom level of 1. This is a zoom level of 0.6 when you see me do that.
เก่าแก่มากเลยแต่ก่อนจะไม่มีแบบนะพี่แบบเป็นชาวบ้านทำแบบขึ้น
I come up here after this hike, I think about how much work it must have been to carry up all the concrete and the water and tools to mix the concrete to make all of this. So many of these temples, it's kind of mind-boggling that so much work goes into these. Yeah, I'm breathing fairly normal again. Every time I come to a place like this, it strikes me that I'm a very lucky man to have visited so many of these places in the world, both in the military and during my work with what started out as Laurier Corporation, making back-end equipment for the semiconductor industry. I've just been a very fortunate guy. I've seen so much of the world. Okay, until we're moving again. And we're walking along to the third Jedi. A lot of it's along cliff face areas like this. Fortunately, we're going back into the overgrowth. I don't want to call it jungle, but it's pretty thick foliage, which is good. It'll give me, in my Falong or foreigner skin, a chance to get out of the sun. Again, we did slather on sunblock at the car, but foolishly left the bottle at the car because I've sweated 90% of it off at this point. It's nice and cool here in the undergrowth. You got to watch your footing on these stairs. Some of them she can barely make. And there's little markers, placards everywhere telling you what the trees are, which is kind of nice for those of that bent. Oh, I'm going to put the camera away, I think, to continue down here. So we'll pick it up in a minute. Another beautiful spot. And I'm going to zoom out again, try to capture more of it. Oi! Stupid! Forgot my walking stick. Got so busy picking up the backpacks. We stopped here at the little restrooms. Even from here, you got a nice view. And after I picked up her pack and put it on my pack, I forgot my walking stick. I would have remembered that in a hurry. This reminds me of the places out near Arches Canyon in the United States. Pretty spectacular spot. Huh? Oh, shoot. Caught. Yeah. Forgot to take off my shoes. Keep quiet. Hard to do. Wow, low clearance for me. place of worship. We have to take our shoes off. Okay, I gotta stop and put my shoes on. I kind of got lost in the thread of the conversation. The rapid fire Thai was a little too much for me to keep up. I think we're bypassing the third Chedai because there's Nung Pan, or 1,000 stairs up to that one. And we're in direct sunlight. There's also a nice waterfall on this trek, but I overheard the conversation that Mai Mi Nam means there's no water because Mai Mi Fon means we've had no rain. And there's not a lot of sense going to the waterfall if there's no rain. You eat? I eat already. I eat sandwich over there.
I see.
She give you? Okay, we wait. Stop. Can stop. Little side detour here. Jeep was too busy eating. She couldn't be bothered. So she decided she was going to stay out, and I'm going to walk through here. Ah, it goes up, 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 up. Boy, nice and cool. I come out up here. No, still won't be able to see me. It's well worn, so I'm assuming it's a hiking trail. Boy, yeah. There is a trail. And it joins up again with the walkway. Nice little side detour. She'll have no idea I'm up here. There she is. And these are the two walking sticks we bring for comparison. Hers, mine. Okay. Way down, we did forego the third Chedai and the waterfall because of the lack of water. It just would have been another cliff. But lots and lots of stairs. We just came from up there. Another spectacular view. This place is just awesome. All right, continue down.